Hello. Okay, so hello and welcome to today's session. So, hello. Let me just make sure everything is working behind the scenes. So, let me explain. When you're doing sessions like this, there's so many moving parts behind the scenes. We've got to make sure that we're here live on YouTube, as you're seeing right now, but we also have a private inner circle that boasts more than 50,000 users. Got to make sure that they can also have access to this amazing training that we've got in store today. More specifically, if you're watching, first and foremost, before I start talking, because I know I can talk forever, can you hear me, number one? Can you hear me and can you see me clearly before we get this party started? Okay, so let's get some stuff up, okay, as I know everyone is excited and raring to go. So first and foremost, hello. Let me go and check the comments just to make sure we do a bit of housekeeping. So welcome everyone. We've got, let's have a look. So first and foremost, can I say we are back at operating times, okay? Yes, last week there was a bit of an oversight with the timing. You know, it just goes to show that we have amazing members like yourself that are actually tuning from all around the world. And sometimes, yes, the timings with the adjustment, daylight saving hours, it does get a little bit tricky. So welcome everybody. Got Andrew in the house, Wiz Lucky, Raymond, Bible Study Masterclass, Greg, Jura, Sham, hey, Bosie, Marcy, Reed. It's always beautiful to have you here. Such a consistent individual, amazing person indeed. So welcome everybody. Who else we got? Degage, Darkus, Gillian, Raymond. So thank you to every single one of you that is here today, and we'll just give a minute or so just to make sure those that are probably tuning in, making sure they got their coffee ready, because here I am streaming here from the UK and it is currently 6 p.m. and the weather has done a complete 180. It's been snowing today, weirdly. Never snows, but the snow doesn't last that long anyway. Been very, very cold. So winter is upon us, but in the UK, you every child is born with an umbrella. That's just how it works over here. Okay. So I know my honourable friends over in the US, or those parts across the pond, will probably say, yeah, we get it all the time. It's normal. It's a walk in the park, which is fantastic. Okay, so if you're watching this, make sure you refresh the page. Any issues, if you can see the comment but you can't see the video, just make sure you refresh and you are good to go. So first and foremost, welcome everybody for joining today's session, where we're going to be looking at specifically selling your AI videos, okay, your videos using Talking Photos AI to high-paying clients. And I think this is something that is very attractive to many of you. And one of the other parts is that, yeah, there may be a certain segment of you that are tuning in that, hey, you know what? You're not looking to sell. You may want to use this just for R&R purposes, enjoyment, pleasure. We've got seasonal stuff coming up. You just may want to enjoy this as a hobby or some kind of passion, where you just want to do something with your downtime, and there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, so there may be things that I mentioned today that will allow you to actually be better equipped to use the application to get the most out of it, so you can actually make it more enjoyable. And then obviously the caveat is, for those that want to find those higher paying clients, you can actually merge both, the best of both worlds. So you can enjoy the application, because it is as fun and enjoyable this application is. It's very brilliant in the way you can apply or use it in attracting and providing the services to clients. So that's what we're going to look at today. Okay, so is everybody, let's have a drum roll just to make sure, I guess, a system check. Everybody is equipped if you're tuning in from YouTube right now. I guess before we get started, just to make sure that we push this out so everyone's aware that this is now streaming live. If you can, get the biggest sledgehammer. No, actually, don't. I don't want any lawsuits coming my way. Just hit that notification bell or the like button, so we are good to go. And then using your chat box, just say, yes, I'm ready to go. Let's just jump straight into the content, okay? And then we will proceed and we'll go ahead and look at how to sell your AI videos for top dollar, because I can tell you today is going to be, I feel like Christmas has come early for many of you, and you'll understand as we go through today's session exactly why, because I come bearing gifts today. Okay. We come bearing gifts. So welcome everybody on behalf of my Paul, Sid, and the amazing team that is behind the scenes right now, including myself. We want to say thank you for turning up to this complimentary training to make sure that you get results, okay, using Talking Photos AI. You get the most out of this. That's what it's about. So today we're going to be looking at, like I mentioned, how you can find those top paying clients. Now, before I get to that, I know I've got the slide up. I'm going to jump straight off it. The reason why, let's have a quick bit of housekeeping just to make sure that some of you may be joining us for the very first time. So I want to make sure that this is very clear and very easy for those that are joining for the first time. So you can kind of have some kind of understanding about some of the platform and where you can find very useful and critical resources that you will need or may need that will help you through the entire process of making those amazing Steven Spielberg style videos and get the best out of that. That's what it's about. So first of all, when you log in for the first time, very self-explanatory, but the key things I wanted to mention is make sure you actually go through some of these important links here. Okay. Number one, we've got the Inner Circle group. Okay, that is there for you. That's Paul's Inner Circle right there, and it boasts over, I think it's gone over 51,000 users, and it's brilliant because there's other like-minded individuals just like yourself that are engaging, sharing tips, tricks, actually what they're doing, showing progression, showing videos, showing what's working. It's just a thriving community, and it's a place that you just feel comfortable being around because that's what you want, especially if you are behind a computer. It's just nice to have that connection with other people that are on the same journey as you. If not, there may be some people that are doing better that will share and help you and pull you up, and vice versa. Number two, customer support. Like you would imagine, you need customer support anytime you have any kind of questions, any help. Then you have that support desk for you to enable you that you can move through swiftly and you don't get stuck on certain things that may be very easy for others, but for you may need that extra little bit of advice on that. So that's what it's there for. And then you've got a mentorship group that you can join, and there's some other amazing products that you can go through and have a look. I think some of the key things that were mentioned before, especially if you want to do background mover, something similar to Canva, we got Artistly. And if you want a website that goes in hand, again, this is not me trying to sell anything, I'm just saying these may be very relevant and work in conjunction when you're looking at getting high paying clients. Okay, things like ClickSites AI, so you can build out your own website, have a portfolio, which we're going to look at, some of the components, and then you can actually have that as a website also. So I would definitely recommend just check them out. You're not obliged to do anything. I'm just giving you some friendly advice there. Secondly, as we go through, key thing here, if I draw your attention to the top section, forget all of those tabs at the moment. If you go all the way here with this little university hat is, once you select it, you will see Talking Photos AI tutorials. Okay, why this is important? This has been completely updated and revamped, and now we have a little bit more tutorials around further things that will get the best out of you using the application, especially when it comes to prompts. I think one of the key things many were asking, especially when it comes to the overview, but how do you get the best out of it in terms of creating videos? It doesn't matter what style you're creating. How do you construct and create a much more enhanced prompt? Okay, that will give you a better character when you're generating. So it doesn't matter if you're creating a human character, cartoon character, or an animal character. Some of the best ways of looking at it. So there's a comprehensive walkthrough through that. I know it's very simple. I'll be very honest. You can actually go through this. You don't need to watch any of these videos. But if you want a deeper understanding behind using the components and the tabs within Talking Photos and get the maximum out of it, then you so can. I mean, let me just ask you a question. Has there been a time that you've maybe had a computer, maybe a car, or some kind of device, you've had something, even something as clothing, and it had a function that you weren't aware of until like 5-10 years down the line, and you thought, why didn't I know about that before? And it made life so much easier. It's the same thing with any application, and Talking Photos is another example. You may be using it thinking, yeah, I can see how it works, and there may be that one little piece of information, one little feature you weren't aware of, and it can transform everything. Okay, so definitely have a look and see if anything really shouts out to you, but it's always going to be updated. You'll see brand new tutorials there, and key things every time we're having a session like we're doing now. Some of the key things that are being asked, hey, look, when you've done the session, I came a bit late, maybe I missed it, I need to watch it again, that's fine. Come to the tutorial section, scroll down right to the bottom, okay, and you will see the master classes here, customer master classes, okay, the training master classes. Now you can actually watch this within the tutorials tab, or if you want to go over to YouTube and watch this, that's not a problem, you can also do that. But here's the key thing that I want you to remember. If you see just below the headline of the topic, of the session, you will see a link titled resources, and click here. Now, this will actually open up a new document, and it will give you some timestamps and some very important links that you can actually use that were mentioned throughout the video, just like today. So don't feel sometimes if you're watching, hey, look, you're scrambling to make notes, or, oh, I didn't get that link. Where do I get this link? Don't worry, we have everything covered for you. We want to make this as easy and enjoyable and take that stress away from you. If anything, I will take the stress upon myself and make sure you have all these resources available, and you'll see that with all the other great stuff, okay? And you'll see multiple different resources every time we have a session. That's where it'll be. Like today, when I show you some of the gifts I've come bearing, you will think absolutely amazing. Okay, so hopefully I've covered all of that, just to make sure. A bit of housekeeping. Let's go and close that. Secondly, is there anything else from that? No. Okay, so the key things you saw in my videos, merge videos, add subtitles, add watermark, media library. And yes, for those that wanted to know, we did mention last week, if you want to go watch that video, we did talk about the roadmap when it comes to Talking Photos AI. There is a roadmap available. And if you do go ahead and go to tutorials, go to the last session, it will be in the resource document where you can actually see some of the things that you may want. There will be some ability for you to vote and add features, or vote on features that you may want, etc., etc. So that is all there. It's all been beautifully laid out for you. So we'll go ahead now and resume back to the training once we have now covered some of the initial housekeeping. So today we're going to look at how you can find potential clients and sell your creation services. Okay, just update that. Video services using the free methods. Okay, so there's a number of different methods that you can use in order to do this, and it'll the key thing here, it has to be actionable steps that you can actually follow through with. And the key thing is free. Why do I say free? Yes, there's alternative methods where you can actually pay. Okay, you can actually pay for this, but we actually want to go ahead and do this for completely free. Now, when you start making, when you do start making money and you start generating revenue, then by all means, then you can start investing and putting it back into that. But some of the I guess some of the good resources that you can use are things like Yellow Pages, Yelp, Craigslist, and Google, etc., etc. And there'll be other things that I actually discovered, and I think you're absolutely going to love today, that I kind of missed. I thought, why didn't I think about that? So it reminds me of a time sometimes you go to get a bottle of ketchup or some kind of sauce, you go in the kitchen or get a drink from the fridge and you just can't find it. You start screaming, you just can't find it. But the thing is actually there right in front of you, but you just kind of weren't focused on it. So these are the things that I want to cover today. So why video marketing is essential for businesses. And the reason I want to mention this, or go through this at least so you have a bit of understanding, because once you understand the thought process, these are the things that you can relay also to potential prospects. That's what it's about. Okay, so I'm not going to, I know sometimes going through slides can be a little bit tedious, sometimes, dare I say, boring. I get it, but I think it is important to have the theory part as much as we go through the practical. And I promise you, we are going to go through the practical. So why is it essential? It increases engagement. These things you probably already know. Content is far more engaging than static images. That's why we're Talking Photos AI. We can take a static image now and we can actually convert that into an animated image. And furthermore, we can actually make it into an animated video. And to take it one level further, we can actually make it sing and dance. Okay, so don't just think of it just as a video. It's so much more than just a simple animation. I mean, we're talking about real, raw, professional marketing content that can be used by any professional, any business, or anybody for whatever means or intention that they want. They can build a channel, they can get more engagement, they can get more call to action, they can make more sales, they can build an email marketing list, they can build more brand awareness. You can actually use video for any desire you want. Okay, and even if you just want to do a birthday message, maybe to a loved one, maybe you want to do a proposal video, maybe you just want to do a funny meme and send to your mates. Okay, you can do all of that. It will boost conversions when it comes to video, especially you're probably aware of it. Things like TikTok or Instagram, YouTube Shorts, they've completely changed the landscape when it comes to videos. Okay, and especially with human psychology, the shorter video actually do a lot better now. People's retention rates and the way they go through content now is much more shorter. The attention span has vastly decreased now, and you probably are subject to this yourself. If you're on TikTok, you're just scrolling after video. Any video longer than 10 seconds, you kind of get bored and you move on. And some of the key things here: social media shares. Okay, so social media will prioritize video or content that gets a greater organic reach. Okay, so like I said, look, as an example, I'm going to be very transparent with you now. The moment you got on this session today off YouTube, if you're watching this from YouTube, the very first thing that I mentioned to you, and I encourage you to do this again if you're watching right now. Hey, we would love for you to make sure you hit the thumbs up button, or even, grab the link and share it to your nearest and dearest. Go put it on your Facebook wall, etc., etc. Why would I request you for do that? Okay, because number one, I know you're amazing. I know you would absolutely follow through with that huge favor. But number two, it will help with the algorithm. It will help get more exposure for the channel or the video, and it'll help that organic reach and that spike by doing so. So the reason I'm telling you this is when you start doing, if you choose to, let's just say if you have any social media when you're creating these videos, you can deploy the same strategies. Okay, when you're doing content creation, you can request others to do the same, take the same steps. So I want you to model exactly what I'm doing. I'm not keeping it from me. I want to be fully transparent, so you understand the strategies behind the scenes of why we do what we're doing and how you can do exactly the same to get that exposure and build that traction and get those views. And essentially, it will help your channel or even getting you that business. Okay. Next, we're going to look at outreach strategies, how to pitch your services, and then we're going to look at how to find clients, and we're going to look at portfolios, etc., etc. So I'm not going to go into them right now. Let's go through one by one. So let's begin the very start. How do you find clients? Let's look at some sites that you can actually go and look at. Okay, so I think it's better if we just skip the long stories and discussions, and let's just look at some raw information. Okay, so first of all, I would say, let's just say you're starting for the very first time. Okay. Now, there are different industries and categories. So those that know, when we talk about a niche, let's say there's three predominant industries or categories you can actually, in the broader market, we've got health and fitness, we've got wealth creation, and we've also got lifestyle. Now, within these three major industries or these niches, they're so vast, okay? They're billion-dollar industries, but we don't go and try to attack them directly. What we do, we try to dive within those main industries, those niches we call them, and we look for micro niches or a smaller segment of the larger market, because it's much more easier for us to come in with our budget essentially and go for it. So one key thing that we can do before I come back to Google is just to give you an idea. If we went to ClickBank Marketplace, okay, so I'll put this in a document at the end anyway, but the reason I've come here, because ClickBank, and again, we will cover this later, how you can use this yourself. What I like about it, especially for research purposes, but to demonstrate to you and make it much more easier for you to understand, you can see the categories. And essentially, these are these niches that I'm speaking about. These are the different industries that are available to you. So you may be someone that's sitting on the sideline and your mind is blank. Like, what am I doing? Like, what industry am I going into? What piece of content or video content? What am I creating and what for? So if you came, as an example, and you came and had a look, there's an abundance of different industries you probably didn't even know existed. So there's no saturation or limitation when it comes to creating a animated talking photos AI animated video for any of these industries. So what that means is that there will be a business owner out there, an entrepreneur, small business owner, any kind of business owner out there that is offering this level of service. And what does that mean in turn? That you have prospective clients for all of these different industries. Does that make sense? Before I go into a practical method of finding individuals that are cater around these different industries, does that make sense? That essentially, I want you to recognize that every category is a potential prospect or a client that is out there that requires your services. And believe you me, everybody is trying to transition now to video services. Okay? Everybody. You will see every spectrum of age of people that were very reluctant to come onto camera and videos are now transitioning and making videos for their business and companies, and you would be shocked even for places like TikTok. Okay, so the key thing is that we can now take applications, very, very high level applications, Talking Photos AI, especially with the AI that's been integrated, and we can create these futuristic style videos, and with the lip sync technology that's gone beyond what's already out there. And we can actually download, we can create these videos, we can create storylines, scripts, we can create content specific to our needs of what we're trying to achieve. We can download them, we can place them onto multiple social media websites. And I want you to imagine multiple different streams, multiple social media websites are multiple streams of revenue generation. Does that make sense, everybody? So you could have multiple videos in different places. You got YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, X. You have all these videos of yours. You've created that one video, but you've syndicated, you've placed and uploaded on multiple different social media networks. You don't have to, but I'm giving you an example. And I want you to imagine each social media network where you've uploaded is an individual revenue stream. Now, all of those revenue streams, as you know from geography, they all flow into the sea. So you can imagine if you're averaging, let's just say every video that you upload is making you $10 or $20, right? Per month or whatever. I'm just giving you a very small number. Collectively, or by itself, you may think, nah, it's not that much. But collectively, if you've got 10 videos and they're $20 a video, that's like $200. Let's just say per month. It's nothing. And you can make as many videos as you want. So I want you to understand the scope of it. So I want you to think much bigger. But before you get overwhelmed by the larger picture, let's just work very simply. Let's just focus on getting that one client first, and then we can move forward. But I just want you to understand that, hey, you can have fun with this. You can create as many videos as you want, and you can create all of these different videos for different niches, etc., etc. Okay. And we will look at what Reed said, which is a great way. There's ways of simplifying the process of rendering the videos that just makes it so much more quicker. Okay, when you've created your very first character, you can actually reuse a video or that character, and it will be a life changer when you're creating your video stories or your mascots or someone familiar with your business or brand. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense, and we will come back to this because I'm going to show you another way you can actually monetize places like this for your own needs. So if I was now, let's just say, if I was going to come back to Google, okay, and remember, this isn't some of what I'm going to show you is not going to be shiny. And what I mean by that, it's not going to be all glamorous and, oh, you know what, I'm going to come online for 2 minutes and that's it. I'm going to go, it's a gambling machine. I'm going to pull the lever down and I'm going to make thousands of dollars. It will happen, but sometimes in order to get to the promised land, we have to do a little bit of the some may again, it comes to perception. We may do a little bit of the boring work. Okay, that's what's required of you. And the key thing here, that it's free. This method will not cost you anything to do, and it's that simple. Most people think it's that simple that they don't bother because they think, nah, it's free. How it won't work? It won't work. That's fine. The ones that don't want to do it, great. You don't have to do it. It leaves more opportunity for those that are going to do it. But I know every single one of you watching is going to do this right now, okay? And it will make sense. So first and foremost, let's just say I went to anywhere in Canada, okay? Let's have a look. Well, I could do any country I want, but for some reason, let's go and have a look at Canada or the States, whatever. Okay, here's some examples. Now, if I go to this map, right, here's a list of dental care. Now, I want you to understand, we don't need to focus on just dentists. We can do doctors, chiropractors. We can do any professional services, any local businesses. I mean, you could go get Google Maps right now and go look at local businesses in your area, coffee shops, people that are selling beds, people that are selling, takeaways, people that are doing real estate. Maybe you have a local massage, or a local gymnasium, or maybe you have a local swimming pool, okay, golf course. Any local business you can think of, they are going to need professional video services. And when I say professional video services, you don't need to be professional, but the way the application will allow you to utilize it, you become a professional just like that. You truly do. It's just bulletproof in that sense, okay? But the aspect is outreach. So this is where we have to kind of overcome our limiting beliefs. This is where we have to overcome our ability of essentially reaching out to these prospects in such a way that has to be artful, but sophisticated enough that we get a response that we can then follow through and we can close a sale. So yes, sales, the element of sales comes into this. But I promise you, I will give you ways that you can actually do that and make the process a lot easier for you, okay? Because Gillian said, which is a great question, how do I send the ad to the client? So don't worry, we're going to walk through all of this, okay? So I'm going to imagine if I was in your steps, what were the steps that I would do? So here, first and foremost, I want you to imagine every single result here is a potential prospect, okay? Every single one of the prospects. So key things that you must always remember is that what we're trying to do, we're trying to extract information from every single one of them. So the moment I come onto this page, you can see, let's have a look. Okay, they've got a nice professional website. And some of the key things is, look, sometimes just by looking at the website, we can see that this business, they may have a lot of disposable income. They have a budget, okay, especially when it comes to marketing. They've got a nice, beautiful website. Wouldn't it make sense that they are going to spend money on marketing, okay? And you can see they've got a YouTube channel. So what we can do, we can have a little sneak peek. And you can see some videos there. 12 years old. So they've got a YouTube channel, but they've got no videos. So straight away, your eye should be glowing up. We should be, we have the potential and we should have the idea. Okay, they've got YouTube channel. Maybe they need a series of videos that will promote, right, their products and their services. They may have teeth whitening. They may have, they might need to do educational demonstration videos. Maybe they want to do videos about individuals working there, their doctors and their dentists and their nurses. Meet the team. Oh, let's have a look at the venue. Let's look at the first time you come into the clinic, how to sign up, how to become a patient. All of these things, we can create a story or narrative and content by using TalkingPhotosAI. Okay, so very simple. As I said, it's just a case about implementation. I mean, they've even got a Instagram account. Let's have a quick look. So if we now have a look at their Instagram, where's it gone? So if we go to their Instagram now, you can see what we're looking for. Yeah, they've got very limited posts. So right now, we can clearly see with a small amount of followers, not that many posts, they are losing market share. They are losing potential prospects and clients. Why? Because we know we're living in a day and age now where individuals, just like you and I, we before we go and spend money, before we go and inquire about a product and services, the first thing we do is we go online before we go and you pull out the credit card, isn't it? Wouldn't you agree with me? Now we go towards the internet looking for reviews and information before we make that transaction with them. Okay, we investigate. Now, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't you think it would look amazing if we could create a personalized video? And looking at the staff, we've got Robert here and Clarence. And check this out. Imagine this. I could take their images here and I could take Dr. Clarence Lung. Let's just say I took him, right? And I went and created a character. I dragged it and I dropped it into the application. I went into the videos here. Let's have a look. Hopefully he doesn't get offended if I do this, but let's just say let's get this up here. Okay, so I've got another screen, but let's have a look. So I create a new character. Let's have a look if I can do this here. And you can see, look, I've got his picture up there now. I come back. Okay, that's him, his picture there. Let's go back to talking photos. I go, okay, male, yes. Smart, professional, male dentist. Okay. And what we do, he's clean shaven, etc. And ideally, you do want a much clearer image of the image. Okay, but I'm just going to be a bit naughty here, and let's go ahead and have a look. Okay, clean shaven. And what we'll do, we'll come back in just a few moments while that is all progressing. So coming back to their website, that's a doctor there. So why choose us? Okay, they got information. Fantastic. Now, I want you to understand that every section here where it says why choose us, comprehensive care, each part could be a slice or snippet of a video. Okay, each one could be a video. It could be a video that we create and then we could merge all of them, or they could be individual videos that we could create and create a series of these videos and then we can offer it to the client. So we kind of need to think outside the box. What can we do that will go above and beyond that they would absolutely love? So we can create a video spokesperson that actually goes through what their services are, some of their missions, etc. But these don't need to necessarily be placed onto the website itself. It's a case of placing them on their social media accounts. We know their social media accounts are completely dead. they're just made redundant. No one's looking after them, and they're going to be missing a huge market share of prospective clients. Okay. Now, the next key thing that some of you may be asking, okay, how do I do the reach out? Okay. So here you got the doctor. Now, the doctor here, what the way the face swap will work, it's going to take facial features, okay, and impose them upon our character. And he may say this is a younger version. I mean, we can go ahead and we can extend the prompt. We can change, the hair so it's a bit more receding. Maybe we can increase the weight slightly. We can change the color of the clothing. The background is spot on because it's a dentist, and we can make all of those slight adjustments. But the key thing is, look, we can even download that as well. So we can slightly update him, or we can create a character essentially, or mascot for the doctor himself and the company that he's got. Very easy, very straightforward. And we could even go ahead and let's just select a motion where he's explaining with facial gesturing motion, etc., etc. And then when it comes to audio, we can simply go to the text to speech. We can come here. Let's just say our mission, the doctor's mission here. Let's go ahead. Simply come here. I copy it, and this is how simple it is. I promise you, it's this simple. Okay, look, our mission. I'm not even going to fix the alignment because I know it will correct it for me. Okay, so straight away you can see it's already done. I can go and change the voice if I want, but it's just that simple. Okay, let's just say I want to make sure I've got the name. So Upper Canada Dental Center. Okay, I come back here because I want to name things. Dental care mission. Now tell me, is that cool or not? It's that simple. I mean, we could do more advanced level scripts, which I'll show you. You may be thinking, but I don't know how to create scripts. We can create far more. Okay, so and let me just go select a motion. Let's go for calmly gesturing. Okay, as a doctor word. Once we're done, we are ready to go. It's that simple. Okay, my video now, depending on the length. There we go. We've got the dental care video ready to be made. Once we're done, we can go ahead and we can actually add watermark, subtitles, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, coming back to this website, look, where it says about us, I could take this information, and this is a bit cheeky now, right? I can come to ChatGPT, create me a short script, which I will use in Talking Photos AI about using dental care clinic. Use this information for the script. Okay. Oh, and I could say make it a 3-part script. Okay. And then what I do, I paste that. Okay. And there we go. Now, I don't need to worry about writing a script. I really don't. I can allow ChatGPT to do that for me. And if you understand how the application works, we can actually tell ChatGPT to become an expert copywriter. Okay. And each part of the script, we can also say, create me a character for each part of the script. Okay. Be very descriptive of which character, what they need to say, and where they should go. Okay, whether we want to use a human video or maybe you want to use a cartoon style 2D or 3D video, we can. Or maybe we want to have an animal mascot. I mean, kids love animals when it comes to the dentist. I know when I was growing up, we used to go to the dentist. At the end, they would give you a little sticker, and it typically would have a little animal like a shark or something like that. But can you see this now? It's actually telling me visuals, warm and welcoming smile, vibrant dental clinic. Now we can actually impose that into the prompt. And here we have the scripts. Okay, 3-part scripts. We've got our mission and great experience. Now, once we've got all 3 parts, we can then merge those videos together. Then we can impose the subtitles. We can add those subtitles in there. And then guess what? We've got a nice welcome video ready. We can actually then take that video. We can actually then outreach to the client and say, look, here's a little quick example video I've created for you. You can make a series of videos, obviously adding the watermark. Okay. So it's really, really important that, things like ChatGPT are completely free, but you can utilize them. You can actually, it will enable you to create these scripts. Okay. So if I want now, I could say, can you create an email to reach out to this dental clinic as they may be a potential client or prospect, and I want to sell them my video service using Talking Photos AI. Okay, so I'm just trying to explain, but you can obviously clear up the prompt more. But look, straight away, it's created a email for me to reach out. Okay, dear clinic name, blah blah blah, dental team. I hope this finds you well, and it'll go through the information, and it will actually list out bullet points. Love the opportunity, blah blah blah. And this is what I mentioned. Okay, website and portfolio link. Now, demo videos. It's a great question. Okay, great question you asked. Are you saying just send a demo videos? Now, sending a demo video. Okay, so you can send an email. Send an email as an outreach email. For those that are thinking, what email would I send as an outreach email? Don't worry. Let's go have a look at what emails you can send. So, what I've done for every single one of you today is all of these are what you're going to get access to today. For today's session, as a special gift from everybody here, we've put together, I think there's over 9 resources for you that you can use that are going to help you when you're going to go out and getting clients. Okay, so we call it getting client resources, and many of them will include different angles that we're trying to hit. But the key things, the 2 things that we're discussing right now that I want to mention is client outreach emails and client follow-up emails. Okay, so you can use them as you want. But in terms of the client outreach emails, let's go have a look what they look like. Okay, so say for example, create. So these are going to be more geared towards outreaching for the very first time, what we call cold outreach. Okay, if they've never had contact with you before. So hey, okay, so the subject is create stunning videos that will captivate your audience. Okay, so there's 3 different versions. We've got shorter versions and some a little bit much more longer, and some that will incorporate bullet points. Okay, so we've got some that will say, what if I could transform your photos into fun, engaging videos that capture your audience's attention? So again, these templates, you can customize them and use them as you want. And as we go on to the next batch, you'll see, look, transform your photos into engaging videos that boost your marketing. I specialize in turning photos into dynamic, lifelike videos that capture attention and engage your audience. This unique service can help your business enhance brand visibility, increase audience engagement, create unique content, and boost social presence. And there will be more that will say, look, attract more clients, maximize sales, maximize revenue, okay, drive more conversions. So nice professional looking emails that you can see, okay, these are really professional emails. So and one of the key things is, yes, you can actually have a folder. You know, if you've got Google Drive, you can put a folder with a link, so you can show them your portfolio. That's why at the start, if you remember, I mentioned, if you come back here, I did mention, click sites. If you've got any other page builder, then great. But I mentioned that because that's something obviously within the suite of products, because you can then create a portfolio of your videos within the site. Okay, let's just come back to that. And then you can see there's another batch here, some with bullet points and a few more emojis. You can see personalize your marketing like never before. Bring your brand to life with custom videos. Hey, imagine a marketing campaign where your products or photos talk. So you can craft these, you can personalize them more. I would suggest take these as a great template. You can copy and paste them, and you can go to ChatGPT and you can actually customize them so they're more personalized to that business you're trying to outreach to. So you've got a template. You find out with, let's just say, if I come back to the dental care, I've got the information, and I can take all the critical information here. I've got the doctor's names here, Dr. Clarence Lung or Dr. Robert, either one, or I can reach out. I've got their email address, their telephone number, and I can add that all into the template. Okay. Is everybody with me? Does that make sense so far? So there should be no objections or confusion when it's like, I know I've been there before. It's like, what email do I send? So there's over 20 emails there that you can use. Okay, I think there's about 30 emails, but you can take these emails. We can come back over to ChatGPT. We can take that information. We can layer it. We can tweak it. We can personalize it for any industry that we want. You're not just limited. I know I'm just showing dental care. I'll show you another example very shortly, but it's very, very simple. Now, the next question you will have, how long do I reply to them? How long do I wait until I reply to them? Now, the key thing, now here's where many people fail when it comes to sales. Okay. when you're trying to reach out to the client, people get upset in the sense of I haven't heard back from them, and it disheartens them. That you take it as a personal insult. Okay, and that's the reality. The only I mentioned that because I've been through the same process, and it is exhausting. It's just upsetting. Sometimes you're really trying, and you don't hear back from them. Now, typically, these businesses, they're busy, they're booking, they're talking to clients, they're booking people in. Sometimes it gets overlooked. They have to send it to the person in charge who makes the decision, etc., etc. So there's no issues for you first waiting. Wait up to let's just say 48 hours, okay, 2 days. Why? Because you have a much more chance of get a better conversion the faster you do things. But at the same time, you don't want to pester them. However, having said that, sometimes in order to get their attention, you have to. So I don't think there's any right or wrong answer, but what you can do, you can email them, wait 24 hours, and then you can get on a call. Hey, I was just following up. I sent you an email. Did you get a chance to have a look at it? They may say, no, we haven't. Say, okay, great. If you could kindly just have a look at the email and let back to me either way. Okay. Now, if they still haven't got back to you, not a problem. There's also client follow-up emails. Okay. So if you come into the client follow-up emails, you will see there will be emails specifically designed. Hey, just checking in. Boost your business with animated videos. I just wanted to follow up on my previous email. Have you had a chance to think how personalized animated videos could enhance your business? Now, sometimes you have to go above and beyond. And what do I mean by that? What would stop you from not only creating an email there, but embedding into the email a video that you've created from Talking Photos, giving an email video or animated video follow-up? Just imagine it. Wouldn't that get your attention? Who does stuff like that? You're demonstrating your skills and abilities by just quickly going in. It takes you probably less than 5 minutes just to, get your character ready. Less than 5 minutes. Assign emotion. You get your microphone out. You do text to speech. You create it personalized, and that's it. You render it, and then you download it, and then you can place it on YouTube. And then even with YouTube, once you get the video, you can embed it into the email, and it generally populates and it shows that video in there, right? So it's about you doing much more, going above and beyond, because if you can demonstrate to a client like this, think about it. Clients like this, they want to see, do you have the necessary skills, right? And sometimes by showing what you're doing yourself, automatically they can see from your actions, not by what you're saying, but what you're showing, they're already sold on it. And some of these companies, even if they're small to medium-sized businesses, they have a lot of disposable income that they are willing to pay to the right person. And some of them, typically, what they'll do, they'll be more than happy once you have an agreement. They can put you in a retainer. Every month, provide me with 10 videos, and you can have like $500 to $1,000. That's some of the arrangements that you can make. So imagine you have multiple companies paying you $500 per month. Okay, even 5 companies all paying you $500 per month. That's $2,500. And to make 10 videos, you could do that. You could do that within a couple of hours. Okay, so we've got a whole host of different follow-up emails. So remember, there's a strategy for everything. You send an email, you go in above and beyond. You can show them a demonstration. If you have a website builder, go create a simple website, because you're trying to create a professional. Look, you don't have to if you're starting for the first time. I get it. It's fine. There's nothing stopping you then. Just like I'm on this page right now, Google Drive folder, where you can have document of portfolios. I've had this before when I've been trying to recruit. People have then contacted me. They give me a link to their Google Drive folder to go through the folder. But personally, some of you may already have it. ClickSite's the only reason I mention it. Many of you probably already have it as part of the suite. It just looks more professional when you have a website that's set up that's just specific to what you're offering. It looks much more cleaner. Than sometimes it's all about the perception, and then you can demand a higher pay amount for the videos that you're creating. Okay, so I'm just sometimes it is about perception. We have to go through that. Okay, now. Some of the key things on another very important point that you may be thinking, okay, so what I thought is how to find clients. So this is another ebook that's been created, how to find clients. Okay, turn your creativity and income with this. It's a step-by-step guide, and it'll go through, it will help you clear out a lot of things with your target market, how to create irresistible service offers, strategies to find clients, especially with reaching out to potential clients. We have those emails set up. The sales pitch, another really important part. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you now. Now, can you see here, crafting irresistible service offers? So some of you may be thinking, how much do I charge? So this will give you some idea. You don't have to, but let's just say one animated photo or video could be $50, or 5 could be $200 or $500. However, I want to be very clear. When you're starting off for the very first time, do not be afraid to go in very, very low. I'm not saying it's worth a lot more, but our intention is to get a client, to get a testimonial. If you get that testimonial, it's going to be far more valuable later down the line, because when you accumulate a certain amount of testimonials, that will help push your further prices up to ongoing customers. Does that make sense? If I'm a potential client and you've come to me and I've got 10, 20 testimonials, I'm going to think, yeah, you've come verified. People, you've got so many customers that they're willing to pay you, must be doing a really good job. So I'm now going to pay you more because you come verified. It's just like when you check a review, when you go and check, okay, you're checking to see if this person legit. Now, another great point, Mona mentioned, you can offer discount to customers who purchase more than 2 items from you. I am still learning to use the one I got. So 100%. So as a strategy, in order to close a client, you could say, look, and this is another great thing. If you with a client, you could say, look, I'm more than happy to give you a discount, but one of the caveats is you have to recommend me to at least 5 of your friends that also have businesses. Okay, 5 of your business friends, because what will happen is there's an increased likeliness, or there's a higher probability and chance that you will have a better conversion when you come recommended. You probably already know this when it comes to word of mouth and converting. Okay, so very, very important. And here you can see some of the things we're going to go through: social media, freelance marketplaces, local businesses, and event places. So this will be made available for you, that will expand upon ideas of how you can find clients. Okay, but I'm walking you through the steps that you can take today after this call. Manually, you can do this. It's a free method of going through the step that I'm going through right now. So you find the company, you find the information, you craft that email, craft a video based around that company, and then once you have the email, send it out to them one by one. Make a list of them. Everybody has access to Google. You've got ability to send emails for free, and you can do that if you want. If you have already a hosting account or domain number, yeah. If you want to have a professional email, great. Do it. If you have Click Sites AI, great. Build a quick website. You know that comes. You can create one in minutes and create a portfolio. Create a batch of portfolio videos. Place that on your site, and you're ready to go. Okay. So what I'll do, let's get this red. Let me get this resources ready. Okay, and I'll make sure this will get available to everyone. Is that okay? Would everybody like a copy of these resources? So let me know in the chat box just to make sure you're awake. Okay. So oh, where's my resources gone? Okay, so I just need to make sure I send this over to the team. We'll get this made available. So, Catholic Vision, thank you very much. Good information. I just liked and subscribed. So I appreciate you for doing that. That's amazing. Really appreciate it. So hopefully we can continue to give great information. Okay, so yeah, the team Paul is saying the documents will be available later with the tutorials page. So fantastic. So question, quick one. Your landing page says that only 5 minutes each video, so it's quite difficult for us to create 5-minute videos. All right. So yes, I mean, imagine videos you can have. So each video you can create will have a length of 5 minutes, but it doesn't stop you from maxing out at 20 minutes and then creating another batch. But even to get to 5 minutes, it's a very long time. And typically, I'll tell you another secret. When you're creating social media videos, TikTok, they're very short. They're probably a minute long to get the best result. And then furthermore, when it comes to YouTube, typically 10 minutes is the great mark because of the algorithms, okay? And that's why now, remember I mentioned at the very start, when it comes to the attention span, people like shorter versions. So even if you create a very long video, slice it into pieces and then say part 1, part 2, part 3. People always come back for more. So we've gone through all of that, and the 3-part. Okay, there's a 3-part video script. I want to quickly show you this. So this is a template you can also use, because I knew it may be a case that you may think, hey, look, if I'm trying to reach out to the client, oh, this was a brilliant way actually. So when you're reaching out, wouldn't it be amazing if you could create a unique video specific for that client? Or maybe you create a generic video for that client. So you got 3 parts of the script. You got the introduction. So you're trying to hook in the audience. That's the purpose behind the video. You're trying to establish relevancy. Okay, so as you would imagine, hey, my name is, etc., etc. Part two, you're trying to highlight services and benefits. So you're trying to explain what the offer is and how it's going to help them specifically. So for each component, I want you to understand there's nothing stopping you from, let's just say, if I went to back to my sheet here, let's go to local um swimming pool. Okay. Oh, child, oh, nursery care. Okay. Child daycare. Okay. So this is this. I guess this is going to be a little bit more important. Let's go. Actually, yeah, it's not going to come up Canada. It's going to go. Let's just say I've got this one here. Okay. Okay. Now I've got a website. Let's have a look. Is it going to be? Because believe it or not, daycares, they have a lot of money to spend because there's a booming business. Parents, I'll look. Just think about it. There are parents that have to go to work and they have to put their kids into daycare like very early on. Now, this, I want you to imagine, it doesn't matter. You are not restricted to reaching out to clients across the globe. Let me repeat myself. Don't think you just have to focus on your countries that you're living in. There's nothing stopping me from contacting clients in, native speaking English countries, and there's nothing stopping me from actually reaching and speaking to people in foreign countries. Why? Because we have things like Google Translate. And we do have the translation engine when it comes to Talking Photos AI. And furthermore, if those that do have a click sites AI, we also have the ability of creating those websites in different languages. So don't just think that you have to be stuck into one country. You've got a whole world at your fingertips. We just have to be resourceful in how we contact them. So we can take all these templates, we can go to Google Translate, we can actually get those templates translated, and we can go back and forth like that. Okay, so we just have to be inventful. So now, for example, if I come here about us, let's go through this motion. I come and I find, look, all of the information is here. Great. I come back. Okay, I come back here. I take my script, and then what I do, I personalize the script, and I can actually say in hey, where it says hey name, if I can find out who the owner is, or maybe the name of the company, Great Child, etc., etc. I take that information. I take a copy of this right here, and I can go back to ChatGPT with that information. I can say, create me a script and include that information based off X, Y, and Z. So I can now make these scripts personalized to that individual business or that individual who has a business, okay, whoever they may be. Okay. Is everyone following? Can you, is this kind of opening your mind right now to think, wow, it should if I was looking at it, I'd think, okay, wow. I can now not only do an outreach and personalize my message and my contact with these individuals, because one thing people love is that you're speaking to them and not at them. And what I mean by that is that if you make it personalized, they know the effort that you've taken to create that video for them, and it's custom, it's personalized. Opposed to making a generic video, people get bored and they switch off very quickly. I'm not saying you don't have to do that, but I'm just saying at the very start, just test it out. Test both. Make a personalized one, make a non-personalized one. Okay, so Marcy's saying her, I need to watch this again. My head is swimming with ideas. So I promise you, just some of these strategies that we're going through, it will work 100%. Okay. The only reason I'm telling you this because I've deployed the same strategies before, and we're talking about offering high ticket sales, okay? Packages that are in the 5-figure range, and I'm literally giving you the strategies and the structure behind it. So it doesn't matter if your videos, whether you're selling them for $50, $500, $1,000, it takes the same amount of effort. It's just about finding the right client, whether they pay you upfront a large retainer or one-off, or if you want to work with them solely independently or just working for them full time. Okay, it depends on the amount of videos you're creating. It's about then understanding and learning sales and then negotiating and then taking it from there. So again, LinkedIn will be the same thing. If you come back to how to find clients for Talking Photos AI, I believe there should be an aspect where it does mention. Let's go here. Let's have a look. Okay, LinkedIn. So here, that's a great question. So can you see this? Search for business owners or marketers and pitch your services directly. So that would, you can go into groups, you can message them directly in the inbox, and case studies to establish your authority. So case studies, yes, if you have clients, existing clients, fine, great, fantastic. If you don't, then use your portfolios, use various different videos that you create for different niches in different styles: cartoon videos, human videos, singing and dancing videos, animal videos. Show them a different array of different style videos to show to demonstrate your ability to make various style videos, and that you have that level of acumen. But in hindsight, you have Talking Photos AI that will take all that headache for you. Okay. So we've got all of that stuff. So this document here will make it very, very easy for you. Now, I've gone one step further because I thought, if one thing that you have to understand, that sometimes when you're reaching out to a client, if you are someone that has a website, okay, you may want to build an opt-in page. So you may want to kind of give something first and build an email list with your prospective clients. Okay, so you can do this in mass, or you may want to send this directly to a prospect so they can be educated, they can see the information that you're providing for them and the services you're providing, and then subsequently from that they will follow up with you with a meeting, a call, and essentially you will close them. So what you can do with this one, there's an ebook. Now, one thing I want to mention, it says rebrandable. So as a gift from us to you is that you can take this ebook, okay, and you can rebrand this as your very own. Okay, is everyone following me? So as an example, if I go into this, once you download it, you can go into the ebook, you can change the watermarking, you can change the logo. And the reason I've done that is to highlight how you can make a simple ebook. Okay, how you could do exactly the same. So if I click here, you can see I can edit the watermark. If you're using Google Documents, very, very easy. Coming down in the footer here, can you see this? So you can put a link here to a call to action. The call to action could be either you have a scheduling tool, so you can have a Google form essentially, so they can have a booking form with you, or it could take you to your website, or it could take to a check-in page, or it could take you to maybe the website with your portfolio. Any place you want to take the viewer to essentially close the sale, like a sales page. It could essentially, you want to get them on a call, isn't it? So you want to demonstrate, you know what you're talking about, you want to redirect them. So this way we're maximizing the exposure to your website or getting a call to action. So I placed that there to show you and demonstrate an example how you could do it the same. So you can see there's over 18 different points there, but ultimately the next steps, how to get in touch and start creating videos. Okay. So a nice breakdown. And one thing I want you to, one thing that was left for you is that once you're on this page, can you see where it says image? There is a suggestion here. Okay. A still video from a showcasing animated photos with dynamic movements, talking and dancing. So you can go in and take a graphic from there, or you can create your own and place that in the where it says suggestion. If not, you can keep it blank. It's up to you how long you want the ebook to be in terms of length and make it more personalized, or you don't have to add any images, but that's there as a direction if that's so what you want to do. So I would highly suggest that even when it comes here now, because it's left blank for you, where it says next steps, you can put your social media link. So you could come here, you could insert a table. Okay, you're probably thinking, why would I need a table? Now check this out. If I go now below and I put here, I could do Facebook, I could do next one Instagram, and the next one could be TikTok. And if you have LinkedIn, you can do that also. But let me show you. And then you would get your graphic. You can put your icon or image or whatever it may be. Let's just say, as an example, okay, it's a bit naughty, but if I took Talking Photos, let's just say copy this one. But just imagine this is the Facebook logo, okay? I come here and I put the logo in there. Do you understand how it looks? So these are now, I can make these essentially clickable now. Right? Can you see that? So they could be clickable. So I want to put as many links into my ebook so I get as much exposure where I'm getting the view of the ebook to go to my links. I want them to see my stuff. Now, you may be thinking, what's another reason? Well, that's a great question, right? Now, another reason is, when you have ebooks, and you may be guilty of this, I'm not saying it's the wrong thing. How many of these ebooks do you share with your friends and family? By all means, share this with friends and families. Tell them to share it with their friends and families and their dogs and their loved ones, their animals, their cats, their grand, their virtual workers, whoever it may be, because more exposure, the better. you're increasing the likeliness of getting your links out there, and essentially you're increasing the net of potential prospects that you have access to. Okay. So I just want you to understand, develop it. These things like ebooks and these guides, they go very long way. Like, I mean, I can even come here to page setup, and we can make this, we can tidy this up, we can change colors, we can make this a little bit more professional. These things go very far away, but it's a tool. I want you to understand, it's a tool to educate the end user, the business owner, but also to educate them on why they need videos, but more importantly, then they need to acquire you as the provider of the service in order to help their business grow. That's the reason it's an education tool. It's to close them. It's selling for you. So we're trying to maximize the tools and the resources to give to them in order to close them. We're trying to demonstrate we're an expert in what we do. And by doing so, we're sending them professional emails. We're sending them copies of videos, even if it's directly using Talking Photos AI, reaching out to them, making those personalized videos, right? By just taking a little bit of time, going to their website, taking the doctor's name, taking their name, speaking to whoever's in charge, and making that personalized video of them, and then sending them all of this great content to show them, wow, anyone in their right mind would pay attention, at least have the respect of opening those emails and watching those videos and giving you an email back and say thank you very much. Even if they didn't go ahead with your services, they would say, wow, we've never had anyone do that. And just to add, let's just say you made a video for someone and they couldn't afford your budget, or they just didn't have the budget at the time. There's nothing stopping you from giving it to them for free. You might be thinking, why would you give it for free? Say, look, I'll give it for free, but you could add your logo or link as a disclaimer in order to give it to free. Or you could say to them, look, I'll give you for free as long as you recommend me to whoever asks who done my video for you, or have it on the page or somewhere along the video or down on the link, who give credit. So you want to get some credit for it. That is also valuable. Okay, especially when it's compounded. So yes, Reed is saying this is a great one. It's the difference between a rack and a tailored suit. So 100%, you can either, when you make things more personalized, people pay attention. Okay, people pay attention. So that's one example. Now, if we go back, let's have a look. New York doctors. Okay. So remember, I know we're going to the States, but it doesn't matter. It can be doctors, it can be, learning videos, etc., etc. But let's just run through this. Okay, so here we've got different physicians, and trust me, many of them won't even have a clue when we contact them about stuff like this. Yes, they may have a website. Okay, that's fine. But when it comes to getting more exposure, what business is gonna turn down more exposure and getting more clients? Where they got teeth whitening, maybe they will do an introduction video, etc., etc. So it's be the same process. We're going to go through. So look at this. And now here's another thing. So you have to understand, look, here we can see this is a sponsored post. Now, in the chat box, right? In the chat box, tell me what this means when it's a sponsored post. What does this tell us about the company? I want everybody just to think now. Just somebody give me an answer. Just right. I want everybody to tell me why you think. I want to get you engaged. Okay. Why? What does that tell us about this particular business that it's a sponsored post, a sponsored ad? Come on, everybody. Look, there's no wrong answers. This is a very safe environment. Okay, so there's some really great questions. Reed saying they have a budget, they're paying for marketing from Dwayne. Mark is saying money. Morridge is saying they're paying for marketing. They're paying for clicks, sorry. They are paying Google. They want top exposure. They're seeking clients. All right. So what we should take from this now, I mean, if I go to New York Docs and I go back, we may get better searches, okay? Okay, if I go USA. Okay, it'll be very similar You can see sponsored there as well. Okay, more places. Now we'll go back. So you can see there's more sponsored. So what this means, these businesses here, they have money to spend. They're spending money. They understand the power of exposure or paying for that exposure for their marketing purposes. Is everyone following me? So wouldn't you agree that these would be some of the critical people we would reach out to because they have money to spend? They have money to spend. So for individuals like this, we can take a more delicate approach and we can make sure we do things properly, like you would do with everybody else, of course. But we can go above and beyond. And what I mean by that is that we can go through the process of creating a tailor-made, personalized video, reaching out to these individuals. We'll go to their website. We can find about who their team is, look at their services, look at the team, okay? And imagine this. I want you to imagine this. For every single individual, every team member, imagine we made a unique character for each and every single one of them that had a welcome video. Okay, so we take every single one of them and we create a short script, which is copy and paste in ChatGPT. Okay, and then we come back and then we go to Talking Photos AI. We create a video for each and every single one of them, we create a new character. And then for each and every single character, we create a short video about that individual. Right. So now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos. We have 7 videos. And check this out. They look, just a bit of research. We've got all these celebrities. Jimmy Fallon, we've got Matt Damon, Chris Rock, we've got this American writer, I don't know who he is, and Chris Rock there again. Okay. So yeah, they've definitely got disposable income just by taking that extra effort of checking. So the great thing about this is that our videos are not gimmicky. They are professional talking photos. Okay, professional talking photos. And I mean, I'll put the link on if you haven't seen this. Anyone that's joining that hasn't seen this for the first time, you can actually go see Talking Photos AI and get access to it. Okay, I'll put that up on the screen. But let's just go and have a look. Okay, so you can see here's some more great examples. Okay, when we're creating professional talking photos, I just want to show you some of these examples or demonstrations that even users have been creating as we go on this page. So you can imagine for these dentists that I was just speaking about, that we can create similar style videos for them. Okay, we've got human versions for the cartoon versions. Yes, we can create those mascots there. And don't worry, this ain't some sales video, etc., etc. But I just wanted to come here for the purposes of those demo videos, so we can actually we can recreate and model some of these examples that are on this page. Okay, because I'm on this call, everything is going to be a little bit slow. However, here's some examples that we can create. Okay. So you can imagine being in the dentist, a doctor. So you can see the human, realistic, the high clarity images that you can create. Okay. So that's a key thing. So many of you that may have a frustration in creating those scripts, we can simply actually what I'll do. Look here. Let's just say if I have his information here, I say, look, create a short script for script with this information so I can use with Talking Photos AI. Okay. And I've taken that information. Now, please just tell me how long did that take me? Honestly, how long did that take me? It took me less than 10 seconds. Well, the time it took was just copy and pasting. So it's giving me, hey, I'm Ellie Offel, founder and chairman of LEAA with a passion of marketing, etc., etc. Straight away, I've got a script there. I go copy paste. I can come back to Talking Photos AI, choose audio, and check this out. I'm good to go. That's it. That's all I have to do. Yeah, I generate the character. If I want, I can come back to him. I can take copy and paste or drag and drop, and I've got his image. If I want, yes, I could go further and I can look for his images. I'm pretty sure he'll be around here somewhere. We've got a video. Look at this. They've got a 3-minute video. So it clearly they understand, yes, they need videos, but we can vastly improve their marketing power and their visibility by having those videos, because we can explain to them, we can educate them the importance of having videos, but being consistent with uploading those videos to encourage a more increased exposure in terms of reach and in terms of the algorithm. We have to be consistent with it. They have money, right? They want to build that influence and exposure. So we need to make sure we help them to it. It's our duty for us to do it. And if we go to services, we can look at some things that they're offering. And for each one, we can actually offer these. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to stress, okay? One thing I need to stress to you. So if I just quickly come back, let's go back right to this. So key things, just always remember we're looking for, they don't necessarily have to have a website, but it's great if they do. If they don't have a website, offer them ClickSites AI, okay, if you have that as well. But with their website, it's great because you'll give us information like the address, it gives us who the owners are, maybe the about section, the services they're offering, etc., etc. So these are, the critical information we need, and from that we can then extract the information we need. We can actually then go into ChatGPT or any alternative. Remember, it's free, and we can create those scripts, and we can come and use Talking Photos AI. Now, one thing I want to make very clear to every single one of you now, right? And you may know this, you may not know this, because this is something I overlooked it. Now, I remember probably, I would say, maybe a year ago. I can't remember, maybe a year ago or some time ago. I had to pay someone to make a talking video, okay? A human talking video. Now, people actually offer this in Fiverr. So if we go to Fiverr, check this out, right? Let's go to not English currency, USD. Okay. Now check this out. And I remember it was about $100. It was quite a lot. Can you see all of these? I'll be your professional green screen video presenter. $40, $60, $100, $115, $45, $50, $100, $100. Now, if you go to there's ones above 115. If you go to pro services, let's see how much they're charging. $100, $100, $200, $500, $550, $100. Now, you may be thinking, what earth are these people doing? All they're doing is taking a script that you have to provide. So let me show you. Let's have a look. Okay, so if we go to this one, I'll be your YouTube spokesperson. Let's go open. Let's have a look. Do you have to offer the script? Raw spoken video using your script. Okay, with a background. No edit. Okay, premium. Look at this. Premium, $1,200. What's the difference? You get one revision. You got some text overlay. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. Logo. And now we don't need to worry about that. Very easy stuff. Script writing. Yeah, we got that covered. ChatGPT background. Yes, we can do that. Talking Photos AI. Full HD. Yes, we're covered. It's a YouTube video. So, what is so? He's not saying on length, but on words. 500 words. Check that out. Okay, check that out. 500 words. Now, you may be thinking, but Ali, what? This is a human video. I don't understand. The world is changing now. We can make human style realistic AI videos by using Talking Photos AI. Okay, and guess what? When it comes to audio, yep, we can clearly come in here and we can add those scripts. We can have those 5-minute scripts. Okay, 500 words. Is everybody following me? What I'm saying? That we now have the ability. There's two things I'm trying to explain here. Number one, don't underestimate the value by creating these videos or creating these spoke style videos to clients. Number one, they're worth a lot. It doesn't matter. They don't need to necessarily have to be human videos. We are making human like videos based on a real human image. Okay, it's just AI generated. Number one, but we have now the future flexibility of creating those video spokespeople in human form, 2D or 3D form, or animal form. Okay, those are essentially 4 different methods right there. Now, if you want to do that and you understand the value, it's immense value already straight away. Okay, however, if you want another method on how to get clients, there's your idea. Show me anyone right now that's doing something similar than what we have. Okay, let me get rid of pro services. So you essentially could create, okay, come back to create video, human style AI videos, spokespeople, as an example. I'm just giving you an example. I'm not limiting you down. Okay, You can do that as a human video. You can offer 2D or 3D cartoon style videos. You can do animal mascot style videos, right? And even as a extra, even if you call it a gimmick service or an enjoyable fun meme style video service, I will create a singing and dancing video of you. Okay, so you choose you will have a set outfit, but you will say I will put your face on a singing and dancing outfit. People do it for fun all the time. Okay, so our opportunities have expanded exponentially. We have the system, we have the templates, we have the training. Get it done, right? So sometimes it's nice to have these things pointed out so you can actually see the vast possibility. I mean, there's so many aspects you can do, but I want every single one of you just to think about what's that one thing I could do right now. Just do one thing. Okay, don't focus on multiple different things. Just focus on one thing, and I just want every single one of you just to earn your first dollar, just your first dollar with your first client. The moment you've done that, then we can expand, we can reinvest, we can build. We understand. The only reason I'm saying that is we need to now establish your belief system. Okay, because the moment you get that conversion and you generate that first sale, it will make you believe in yourself and take further action. And then it will just change it will shift everything around you. So if you're watching this right now up until this point, please let me know. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure hit the subscribe button if you enjoy getting more content like this. But more importantly, make sure you hit the notification bell so anytime we go live, whoever it may be, that you're first notified about going live. And also make sure you hit the like button if you're enjoying me right now on this session, and leave a comment to say it's going amazing. Okay, so coming back to this now, I was actually shocked, and I completely overlooked this point. Now, can you see he's even got a green screen in the background? Okay, so we have the ability that yes, we can create a specific background. Okay, we have the ability of here in the prompt section we can create a specific background, but once you've created a background here, look, let me show you an example. Okay, I've created a background before. Can you see this here? Here's a background, okay? And then if I want, I can go to replace background, and I can change the background if I want to any other color, make it dynamic, or I could do drag and drop, and I can alter it depending on the needs of the client. Maybe I say to the client, hey, look, if they're in their business, their office, whatever it may be, just take a picture of your office. I'll be more than happy. I can superimpose that in the background. Does that make sense? So I will cover this probably more next week. There'll be a tutorial on it, a bit more advanced level stuff, but that's something that just has been developed. But here we can see, look, for the dental care one, that has now been built. Okay, so you can see that is now being ready, and we can actually send that across to the client and that. However, coming back now, I've got two versions. I can have the video services. Oh, so this is the key thing. The reason I've got this video is I made this as an example, as a demonstration that this video is based on me. I can send this now to the client to say about my services. If you remember, I had that 3-part script. So if I come now back here, so if I go to the 3-part script, this is what I created this from. Okay, so if I come back here now, if I want to go one step further, now this is a little bit more advanced level stuff. Okay, I don't want to scare you, but let's just say if I go here with this demo, let me download this. Okay, let me download this video, and this is going to be a bit of a challenging one because I'm on this call right now, and I hope this doesn't mess anything up, having so many windows up and open. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to do something and pray that this works. So I have to now change over my screen. So what we'll do, let's stop the screen. Now you can see me in my full glory. Let's go back to share screen. And I want to show my entire window. Okay, so let me share this now. Can everybody now see my brand new screen? Now, you don't have to use this. I'm just showing you as an example, okay? If you want to go even further, more higher level, post-level production. So I say, for example, if I'm creating a video or something like this, you don't have to use this. I'm just showing you those that might have it. But if you want to consider this moving forward and like really build out your skills when it comes to video editing, this is something called Camtasia. Now, I made 3 versions. I've got the human version here. I've got a little Fox video. Now, each one that you're seeing now is that 3-part storyboard. Okay, it's 3-part stories where I'm actually inviting the client, I'm educating them, and then I'm closing them. Okay, doing my, the 3-part story that we went through. Okay, now imagine this. Let's just go start with the green screen. Okay, there's nothing stopping me if I come here and I go to, if I can remember right, visual effects, colorize. Hopefully it's colorize. I come here. No, it's the wrong one. Let me just double check. Okay, I always forget which one it is, but visual effects, we're looking for remove a color. Okay, perfect. I come here to remove a color, and the color we're looking for, once we come here, we're going for the little, there we go. Can you see that now? And if I want remove a color, let's see, colorize. Okay, that's removed. Now that's been removed. Okay, now if I want, I can go ahead and we can do, we can actually place, let's go to annotations. I come to this little box here and I place it over my file. Hopefully I can do this and show you how simple it is. Can you see this now? So I put this over the top, and you're probably thinking, yeah, but he's disappeared now. No, I just changed the positioning of these files. And check this out. Can you see that, everybody? Right, let me see if I can zoom into this just to show you with this, right? So now I've got this professional looking video, okay? And there's nothing stopping me, because what I love about this is that with the timeline, we can take things to a whole new level. So I come here, let me get rid of this. And what I can do, I can slice up this video. I can add, let me remove this little Fox video here. I can now, let's have a look. So I can add a logo. I can change things around. Now, say, for example, if this was me, I would come here. So I've cut it. Now what I do, I can change the transitions of the video. So I can change myself here. The reasons I'm showing you this, if you're going to more animated, high level stuff, guess what I could do? I can now add, like, let's just say if I wanted to add a speech bubble on this section here, I could add a speech bubble as an example. Okay. Or I could do a call to action. I could put overlay, graphics, designs, anything that I want. Now, what I'm going to do will shock you. Okay, you're going to think, what is he doing? Okay, this will kind of be very, very funny, but I have to show you this. Okay, let's get rid of that. I find this file now. So I want you to imagine, what is stopping you from creating more than one character using green screen? Nothing. Okay, one could be speaking, one could be speaking to another one, etc., etc. You could have a human speaking, and you could be speaking to an animal in the same scene, or one speaks, the other one listens, and vice versa. So if you wanted to take it even one more, I mean, I don't want to overwhelm you, but I could record myself with my own iPhone, just a basic iPhone. Everybody has one. Imagine now I could insert myself physically, a human form, into the video, and I could be speaking to my AI version of myself, and we could have a discussion. We could create a storyboard. We could do marketing. We could do strategy. We could be talking to the prospective client. Okay, we could create that storyboard, that film, whatever intention it is when it comes to Talking Photos AI. You're not just limited, right? Because yes, you can use things like Camtasia. You can go even further, right? Talking Photos does a lot, but if you wanted to go even like way beyond and offer additional services, hey, why not make it even more fun? So can we have them both speaking at the same time? Of course you can. So depending on the scene of how you made the video and depending on the script, you can have them speaking at the same time. Now, in this instance, they're both speaking at the same time. Okay. So obviously this is a short version. If I want, I can extend it. But let me take it one step further. Okay. So stuff like this, if I want, I could come here to the animation part and I can zoom into one character. Okay. That's what I love about this. And then once it's zoomed in, one person speaking, guess what? I can now zoom to the other character. So how would that look? Let's have a quick look and see what this looks. Okay, remember it's going to be laggy. I'm on a call and we're trying to do processes at the same time. So we can have what we can have both in one scene speaking. We can transition zoom into one face, and then we can have a transition to another space. And there's nothing to stop us because we have a white background or any color background. We can have a text that also highlights a key point of any speech. But remember, we also have the ability of bringing in those subtitles already, okay, into the scene. Because with Talking Photos AI, we do have that ability. We can actually add those subtitles, so we can actually really expand upon it. So I just wanted to subtly, I really wanted to show you that. I mean, it's advanced level stuff, but I wanted to show you that the possibilities are endless with this. I mean, you can really make high level video animations and productions by going one step further, right? Does that make sense? So let me present. Let me go back to my other screen. Go to the window. Let's have a look. And we're back. So yes, you can have their backgrounds, you could have any graphic, any design, maybe you have their about section, any critical information, anything you want to place. Imagine you're creating a video where you want to put their products or services, the product pops up, there's a date and time, special offer, promotion, contact us now, a link, URL, maybe buy it now button, whatever you need as a call to action on that page, any placement you can place by having it. That's why it was so important to add these elements of green screen, okay, chroma key. Okay, many of you wanted this ability because it's so important, because many of you do this behind the scenes, that yes, you're doing post-production. So whether you do using Adobe Premiere Pro, After Effects, or Camtasia, or any other application that you may have, and I'm pretty sure you may have some applications in this list here, like etc. A video creator, right? So these are the things I'm pretty sure you could go in and you could really test them out. Okay. So if I come back here, so I would love to know a little bit of feedback. Did you enjoy that very quick insight that how you can use third-party applications to make multiple talking people at one time, really make high-level productions, especially with that component of green screen removal and that addition. You can use those depending on the app that you're using. You do have the ability of zooming in, zooming out, adding text overlays, different color overlays, animation box, lower thirds, graphics, transitions, etc., etc. Okay. So you can make full-on blown storyboards. The reason I wanted to show you this is the important thing. The reason I wanted to show you this is that when you're looking for a client, the client may have a request like, can you make X level style videos, or can you make a certain particular video, right? And you can actually then offer, hey, this is what I can do. Hey, give me a recording of you. Give me a talking photo of you. And I can actually have you speaking to your AI. I can have you speaking to your colleague in an AI format, or maybe a mascot, and create certain storyboards where you have a transition where, you can create a fully blown story where there's a human element of you. You travel to a far off galaxy, because we've seen members have made these videos. You travel to space. In space, you meet a little character, a little animal, and and that animal then it tries to take, or an alien, whatever it may be, tries to take over, and then you come back, and then you have this huge battle, and then everybody wins, right? So you can make fully fledged children's stories, really engaging, funny, viral content just by using this. But the key thing is here, by having the ability of having different strategies of creating these videos and different methods of creating these videos, we can actually then enhance what we can offer to the client, which is the key thing, to make our content or videos truly unique. Because by making it truly unique, guess what? We can actually demand higher. We can actually demand a higher price point because of the amount of work that we have to put into this. So Larry's saying, do you get the document that you are showing? Yes, you will get this document. Do not worry. In order to get that document, when you go to the tutorial section, when this is uploaded all the way down to the bottom, it will be located here under resources. Okay, once this is being recorded and you have the replay, it will be here in the resources tab, like so. Okay, so don't worry, everything you're getting shown now will be made available to you. So coming back here now, if you just come into Fiverr as an example, just type in presenter, and you can see if I just do presenter, you remember, look, check this out. What is stopping you from creating a PowerPoint presentation with a live speaker or animated talking speaker, Talking Photos AI speaker, and then you could have on the side a PowerPoint presentation. So just think about the vast opportunities that you could actually come and you can create and list your services on places like Fiverr. And just go to YouTube or even go to ChatGPT and ask it, hey, are there any Fiverr alternatives? Okay, so look, check this out. Give me alternatives. Okay, and it will give you a list of alternatives so you can where you can hire for freelancer. Okay, so you got Upwork. Yes, Upwork here. You have Upwork like so. Okay, we've got Upwork there. Okay, and if we come back, you've got places like Freelancer, Top Total, People Per Hour, Guru, 99 Designs, Crowd Designs, etc., etc. So these are the places. Make sure you sift through them, but they will be great places. You can remember you can change the prompt in ChatGPT and make it more specific. Like, have you got alternative places like Fiverr that specialize in talking, photos, AI style videos, or spokesperson style videos that I can become a contractor on? Okay. So Janico is saying, can you, would the call to action be clickable on the video? Now, that's an interesting one. So some applications will allow it to become clickable, or you may need a third party where you can actually upload the video and then you can overlay clickable links upon the video. So those are the things that, you would have to just check, but they are available out there, okay? So yes, we're limited by imagination. That's Reed was saying. So yes, Aldrich is saying Video Editor or Video Express are great. So let me just check if I come down here. Yes, Video Express is here, and you have Video Creator. So anybody that wants to go check them out, yes, you can. Especially because now we're looking at video as well, just to extend the ability. So transform text prompts and images into AI videos. Okay, so these things will also help you. Okay, with text effects and things like that. Okay, so Fonseca is saying great design intention create. It's clearly seen what you want. Thank you. Awesome. Yes, very good. I need to try it. So, okay. So another thing, let's just have a quick look at. So let's look at YouTube just very quick for those that might want to be looking for content. So children's stories. Okay, you might be thinking about why children's stories. So this is another place you can come and you can do a bit of research. So another thing, the reason I want to bring this up is highlight. Look, check this out. Look, the Gingerbread Man full story, 222 million views. Okay, so you can do outreach to even some of these people that might have these channels, maybe smaller channels. It's not a problem, and say, look, I'd be more than happy to maybe create videos for you, and or if not, you could create similar style videos. You can model what they're already doing and create storyboards like this. Look at this. It's just a slight animation of a bear. Can't really see him moving, or just this little fish. Okay. But I'm just giving you an example of the high demand. Now, if I was to outreach, how would I reach out to them? Let's have a look. So if I went to this one here that has 22 million views, I go now to the main owner of the channel. Okay. Once I select this channel, what I'm going for is I need to try to see if I can find out more information. More. Let me just pause that. If I go to more, I have all of their official links. Okay, I've got their website, I've got their Facebook. I've got every chat, every method I can see. And check this out. This is brilliant information for us, right? So we know this children's channel. Guess what they've done? They've also got nursery rhymes. So they've got congruent or very similar industries that must be easy for them to get into. They've got nursery rhymes and kids animation. So some of these ones are obviously linking with these style videos. Okay, for rhymes. And we've got their email address and we've got their obviously their channel. But check this out: 695 million views. Just probably just more, just over half. Just close. They're half a billion less. Okay, let's say half a billion. All right. And they got about 13,000 videos. Now, I mean, you can't complain. So we could come here, do a bit of research. We can contact them, or we can just model the style of videos that they're doing, and we can use Talking Photos AI for monetization purposes. And if I go here, let's go to videos. We can see these are some of the new videos that are coming out. So look, even if they're averaging 3,000 views, 6,000 views, it all adds up. You have to understand it all adds up. If I go to popular, we've got 15 million views, 40 million views, etc., etc. If I go to shorts, let's look at some of the shorts that they're creating. Look at these ugly looking videos, but obviously they're doing well. It's just basic stuff. So we can do this whether it's children's videos, whether we're looking at chiropractors, doctors, dentists, lawyers, solicitors. Maybe you're looking for, maybe activity centers, gymnasiums, tennis clubs, cricket club, boxing clubs. Anything that I might have forgotten, because there's so many. We can always come back to the marketplace and we can have a look at the different industries. Maybe there's game studios, maybe there's shooters, employment, job centers, self-help, motivational people, counseling, counselors, yes, travel industries. We've got mobile shops, electronic shops, parenting, family, housing, language centers, home and gardening centers, health and fitness gyms, men's health centers, women's yoga, diet, diet places. So you can see there's just an endless supply. And then the same thing, look, we can come here to TikTok. We can also do, look, kids animated stories. Okay. And we can find out some individuals, or remember, we can also look for company or businesses addresses here. We can look for businesses and we can do outreach for those businesses that may need our story. So let's just say dental clinic, New York. So that was one of the main things, isn't it? Dental clinics, we can reach out to those clients and we can see what they're doing. And if they need our help, we can reach out to them. So let's have a look. Doctor, we got this doctor here. He's got over 1 million followers. Yeah, he's obviously creating content. Imagine we create some content for him and we offer him a package. We say, like, we'll give you 10 videos, 20 videos for like $200. And if he really enjoys it, we can we could even give it 10 videos for him to free. Say, hey, look, test it. If you enjoy it, then yeah, come back for more. And we can talk about pricing or do a joint venture. Okay. So Auric saying we can do 1,000 times better now than what we saw now with what we have as software actually unlimited. So please, yeah, just I want you to really truly understand that using all these components, they are more than enough by themselves, but you can go to high level productions. Because one thing I didn't mention, that yes, you can add soundtracks, you can do all of this stuff. We can take it to third-party animation tools and softwares and application like Camtasia. We can add special effects. You had where's it gone? Things like Video Express, or Video Creator. You can add those special effects. You can add those music tracks, those soundtracks, intro logos, outro logos, lower thirds, relevant information, call to actions, logos, thumbnails, graphics, design, e-covers. You can do all of that stuff. Okay, to truly enhance the overall delivery of the end video. But having said that, the caveat is please don't overcomplicate it. I know there's so much, it can be overwhelming. I don't want to overwhelm it for every single one of you. Please just focus on that one aspect of getting it forward. So I know we've covered a lot, and I just want to cover just a couple of more things, okay? Because I know you've probably seen them, but I haven't shown you just yet. So there's 4 different social media media platforms you can actually use this to. So one thing I want to put together. So you've got Facebook to promote your services. So there's some nice short posts that you can create where it says DM to learn more how you can create. So I would expect you, or what you should do is create a video, and then you can actually upload it with the content. So it really does exude and showcase your quality, okay? So your performance of your videos, and there should be about 20 good different social media posts. But remember, you have ChatGPT. You can take this, you can further personalize it if you want to do one-on-one outreach, etc., etc. We also have Instagram, especially you want to do reels. They would also include things like hashtags, very, very important. Again, you don't have to use these. You can change them, you can enhance them. You can even ask ChatGPT for more, enhanced, specific hashtags. Okay, which ones are doing really well, viral ones. Okay, so we've got some nice content for you there for Instagram. You can go. There's Pinterest there as well. I'm not going to go through that, but TikTok is one of the big ones, the big daddy ones. I would definitely indicate. So these are some of the posts that you can create. And you can see, look, video to photo magic. Watch as a static photo comes to life with movement, voice, and action. Perfect for hands. Perfect for brands, events, and personal projects. So there's ideas it will also tell you, especially for brands or events. DM to bring your ideas to life, and then you got photo, video, etc., etc. Left, static photo, how it works. So left is static photo, and it can be before and after, etc., etc. So get comfortable by getting uncomfortable and creating videos and just uploading them. Just get them out there. Let people see the work that you're doing, because I can tell you from experience, firsthand, I saw somebody that done video animations and I thought it was brilliant. And I reached out to them directly on Instagram. Okay. So what it means is if you're showing what you're doing, people will come and knock on your door, but you have to be consistent in it. That you need to show them. If you do not shout off the rooftops and project, or not project, but if you don't demonstrate the videos and show people what you're doing, how on earth are they going to know that you specialize in this area, that you're able to create videos? Okay, does that make sense, everybody? You have to make it available and put it in so many places people cannot ignore you, and that is the key. So Yakub saying, I'm very satisfied with the platform because it's completely surreal. So I just want you to understand that, look, there may be some of you that are hesitant about getting on videos. This is absolutely perfect for you. You no longer need to be on video and show your own face. It could be a personal thing. You may suffer from anxiety. You may have a corporate job or some kind of job where you just don't want that exposure online, or you're just a private person. You no longer need to worry about these things. Talking Photos AI will remove those challenges and those obstacles from you, because you can now convert yourself into a cartoon character, essentially a human character, or even a 3D character, all AI based. Okay, you can still retain your voice, your personality, your character can come across. But if you also do not want anyone to listen to your own voice, you can now use the text to speech ability of having that done for you and creating that in multiple different languages. Okay. So all of this will be made available for you, and within 24 hours, typically. Okay, a lot quicker than that anyway. When you go to tutorials, you'll see this will be posted. Okay, this recording. So typically these sessions, we did want to bring them to about 60 to 90 minutes. I know we've gone over, so I appreciate every single one of you. But there's so much when it comes to this that you can do. But one thing I just want to mention: when you're merging videos, right? One thing I will highlight, there's nothing stopping you if you want to merge like a human video with an animal video and a 3D video. So you can make a hybrid of each to really display your skills, and you can show that, hey, look, you're demonstrating your skills in different areas or creating different styles of video. So it's up to you how you want to do this. So one thing I'll ask you, just in the chat box right now, I would love, not only me, but the team would love to know your feedback. What do you think so far? Are you excited and are you blown away with everything that we've shown today when it comes to getting those high paying clients and then demonstrating the types of videos you can create and the abilities on the high level styles of videos you can create? Have you enjoyed it? Because it truly is advanced level training that we've gone through today. So please don't be shy. The more engagement you like will obviously be amazing. The team will know we're doing a fantastic job, and it'll make us want to give you even more secrets and giveaways. Okay, and things like this. Please look. I know things like this, to put them together, we want to make sure, look, that you have as many resources as possible, not to overwhelm you, but to remove any obstructions or restrictions or objections of why you can't do something. So we want to basically give you everything you need, so you're locked and loaded and you're just ready to fire. Okay. Okay. So, okay. Andrew saying completely blown away and got reminded of interactive video so much. So yeah, you 100%, you can take this post-production, you can make them more interactive. Ulrich, very, very kind super training and being blown away with what you share. This is great training, top notch, very much enjoyed. Yes, we happy with it. Can it be each week? Yes. Great training. We're getting world-class training from you, and that is world applicable. Thank you very much. Really informative. Great information. Love it. So I really appreciate everyone for giving that feedback. Okay, so thank you for everyone putting your effort in and typing that. I know sometimes, we get so glued. So I'll just cover a few more points. Okay, so we've covered, outreach strategies, got the templates there, how to find clients. Yes, there are places like Craigslist, etc., etc. So let me pull this up. Okay, I know we've come to an end. We really have, exhausted. I know, because I try to keep it within 60 minutes or 90 minutes, because then it becomes too overwhelming. But let's just quickly cover this, because I think it will be really important. If I go now to services. I've got all of these different aspects here. So let's just go to lessons, okay? If I go to any one of them, they are all potential clients. What do I mean by that? They are people that might need a video AI service that is promoting their services. Okay, so you can let's go to this Ivy League tutor here, and they will have their information, and we can create a video for them and get their contact number, etc., etc., and say this is why I offer. Okay, so you're not limited. I want you to understand. Now, we're not just limited by that. If I go back, we can go to skilled trade. We can find different skilled trade, whether they're plumber, electricians, people that do roofing, gardening, DIY man, etc., etc. We can find dental care. We can do finance people, household, creative, computer, computer repairs, legal people, lawyers, solicitors, automotive, maybe car salesman, showroom, beauty. You got beauticians, hairdressers, men's hair, women's hair, masseuses, real estate, pets, animals, marines, so beaches, etc., etc. Travel agencies. So you can go to any single one of them, right, and do outreach. So you're never limited. Okay, so look at this chapter, ultimate singles travel package, right? Car location, private transportation service. So you can make professional, human AI style videos promoting this service here, private transportation service that is located in Boston. So we can do this. We can do this to a global audience. Okay, so I think we've really covered quite a lot here now. So again, another key thing I would suggest: please look at building a portfolio, whether you create them in Google Drive. That you've got a variety of different videos just to demonstrate your ability of creating different style videos, whether it's a human video, cartoon, animal style video, 2D video, singing and dancing videos, because all of these things will go a very long way and it will do a lot of the selling for you. That's the key thing. We're doing this in order to do the selling for you. So create mock videos if you haven't got any already. Just go and build various different videos and you'll be good to go. If you don't have a website builder, I don't want to sound biased, but I would definitely go and hire. I would recommend ClickSites.ai because you can actually build that website very quickly, and it will have aspects of building a portfolio up very, very quickly. Unless you've got some other website building, then yes, by all means. But that's something that obviously many of you may be familiar. You may already have access, and I've done training on this also for ClickSites.ai for you. So I'm only going to recommend things that I know about. Now, coming back to the PowerPoint. Next steps to grow. So your next steps will be, first and foremost, I know it can be overwhelming. So after this call, take a deep breath. If you have to jump up and down and punch the air and be excited, fantastic. I highly suggest you do that. Step 2 is go through everything that we've gone through today. A recording will be made available so you can go through that at your own pace. But first, decide on the first call of action that you want to do. Do you want to, number one, go and reach clients out specifically right now using the Google method? You can do that with any client. It doesn't have to be Google. There's other search platforms. You can use Facebook as well, all social media. Or do you want to create some videos and get them uploaded, first of all, to multiple different social media platforms? Or do you want to use Fiverr and go create yourself as a contractor on there, as a freelancer, essentially, or places like Upwork? Okay, so you've got a variety of different places you can go. And places like this, like even with all these done for you aspects here with the ebook, you can rebrand that and make it yourself, and you can start using that as a tool or mechanism of appropriate educating more clients, okay, and getting closing those sales. So start searching as we've gone through. Reach out with those personalized pitch using the email templates provided. You don't have to use them. They are for inspiration ideas. You can use as is, but I would suggest spend about a couple of minutes and make them personalized. It will do so much more. Leverage the app TalkingPhotosAI to deliver high quality personalized AI videos quickly. So now is the time to really go out there and build your client base. But please just remember, it's just about getting your first client. Now, bonuses, those that already know, yes, we have these bonuses. These will be made available to you. Alongside that, please, if you haven't already, I would absolutely love if you could just do me a huge, massive favor. If you haven't already, if you go to TalkingPhotosAI/review, the team will put this in the chat box right now. If you go to that, simply select it. We do have some other bonuses that were made available, or hidden features that you can actually get. But more so, even if you put the bonuses aside, I would absolutely love for you to go right now. If you haven't already, just follow these simple steps, just a couple of very small, simple steps. Just go and post a review about TalkingPhotosAI and Capterra. This is how it will look. Once you click it, this screen will pop up and it will say, hey, look, what stars would you rate this? It doesn't have 10 stars, so I'd absolutely love Again, I don't want to force your hand, but put 5 stars there. Say it was amazing. Yeah, you'll recommend this. Put number 10. The pros are it's amazing. Everything. Yeah, the training, the application, everything does. Cons, there's no cons. It's just simply amazing. Your experience, etc., etc. So you get the gist, okay? But yeah, we would absolutely love for you to do that. You know, the training that we do, as I mentioned this completely complimentary, because we are really hoping to give you the tools and the understanding, the training behind it to get the most out of this application. That's the only reason we're here. And there's nothing for charge. For those that might be turning up for the first time, and maybe your partner's hidden your wallet because you think you're on a session and there's normally something for sale, I can categorically tell you there's nothing for sale on right now. So keep your wallets hidden, keep that money away, and go spend it on a nice meal out. Okay, take your partner out for a meal, or just order yourself an Uber Eats or something like that. So once you've taken or you've written out the amazing positive review, please kindly take a picture and send it over to support at TalkingPhotosAI with a screenshot, and then the team will unlock the features. But alongside that, we would just absolutely love to get that review from you. If anything you could give me that would be so kind to me would be that review. They would go a very long way. Absolutely love it, because you know what, it goes to show that yes, the trainings, the time that I spent on them, that you do appreciate them as well at the same time, and it's enjoyable for you. So as I'm saying this, I just want you to picture me right now with a very small violin, and you feel really sorry for me, so you're going to go give that review. No, I'm really joking. But yeah, it's always a pleasure. So apart from that, remember next week, okay, the best trending now. The upcoming Talking Videos live session will take place next week, which will be the Wednesday, exactly the same time like today. We will go in more in depth with a secret subject that you're not going to want to miss. So I can't tell you right now, but let's have a look. Okay, so let's have a look. So we will go through some questions now. But if there's any questions, anything you need, especially when it comes to technical ability, and it gets missed, please don't hesitate to go to support at TalkingPhotosAI. So that's always there for you. Okay, so Dan, so this is to do, if we want 2 characters in the same scene, is there a silence text action we can add to the script so there can be a silence in the audio? So what you can do, you can possibly, when it comes to the action now, okay, you can create, let's just say you can create a character, add a script essentially, or add just like even add the same script, but in post-production you can separate the audio from the video. Okay, so you can have the action or the gesture or the motion of no movement, and you can limit how long you want that clip to be. So you can remove the audio from the clip. You can have that clip twice and you just remove it. Okay, so it will be just static, and then you can bring it in when you want to speak. So it's possible, you can do that, yes. So where can we get music for singing and dancing videos? That's a really great question. So I think what we'll do is I'll find some resources. I'll add into a document where you can get copyright free music tracks. Okay. But there's places like, even weirdly, YouTube. Okay. So what I'll do actually, so actually look, ChatGPT, where can I get royalty free music tracks I can use on my videos? So remember, you got YouTube audio library. So audio library, free music archive, Ben Sound, in Compotech, CC Mixer, and paid. There's paid platforms, but I guess some of them do have free trials that you can use, and Arlist, etc., etc. So Audio Jungle. So there are free, but you can expand this. You can actually find out more by using ChatGPT. So that's a really good thing. So I'll put the link on there. So anyone that's looking at this right now, please head over to talkingphotos.ai/review. I really appreciate it if everyone, if you haven't already, just do me a massive favor today. Just head over to that. So I'm feeling so proud of myself. It takes time to learn. So yes, one thing I want to stress to every single one of you: Rome, as they say, was not built in a day. Do not for a minute expect anyone to get this overnight. Even though, yes, some of you may get this overnight. Yes, it is a very easy application to get hold of and to run through and understand. However, even if I was to get into a high performance car, I am not going to be able to get the maximum ability out of the vehicle without learning it first. Okay, does that make sense, everybody? Like, imagine now if I'm gonna get into a highly equipped vehicle that's got like 1,000 horsepower, there's no way in God's earth, unless you're some high level Formula One driver, that you're gonna get into that vehicle and start getting the most out of the vehicle, pushing it to the extremes. No, you have to. Unfortunately, like anything, it will take time. It may take minutes. It may take hours. It may take days. It may take months. It may take weeks, or whatever it may be. Okay, I've gone backwards, but once the more you get familiar with it, you will become even much more better and proficient in using the application, and you will probably uncover things that I didn't even consider. And if you do, please make sure you put it in the group, in the inner circle. And again, to get to the inner circle, please, when you come to the home page here, just select the inner circle group, and it will take you directly inside the group. And there's over 50,000 members already. Okay, so if I go here, the home, you can see 52,000 members at this point. You can see right now this session is going on right now. Okay, so much stuff is coming through. So please make sure you head over to that as well. And let's look at some of the other questions. Okay, thanks for the eye. So please don't. And here's another thing: some others may be working at a pace that is maybe a little bit quicker than you. So comparison is the thief of joy. So please don't ever put yourself down, and don't dismiss your own ability because it may be taking you a bit longer than others. Now, I can tell you, hand on heart, there were times that even I spent hours trying to figure out, how to build a website. Even days, and I just couldn't get it. It was only when sometimes I took a step back. Sometimes you got to take an hour away. You have to take 5 hours away. You got to go have a shower. You got to go walk in the park. Go eat a treat. Go for a takeaway. Right? Take a day off. No problem. Come back with a fresh mind. Okay, and you will be shocked. And then when you go attempt the same thing that was difficult, that you thought was impossible, comes possible, and you will be kicking yourself saying, why didn't I see that in the first place? However, having said that, the ace up your sleeve is that you've got such a phenomenal team, okay, with the support at Talking Photos AI, and plus you have the phenomenal ability of having these sessions like this. We can ask those questions. You can submit these questions to support, and we can address them. We can actually expand upon FAQs. Okay, we can expand on tutorials to make sure we answer the questions that you're asking, because we want to make sure that there's nothing holding you back. Okay. So today has been awesome. Thank you. Great session. And look, I know I'm not trying to be some motivational speaker. I promise you, I'm not. I'm not trying to teach anyone to suck eggs. But sometimes there will be some of you that already know this stuff. And honestly, it's nice as a reminder. Many things that I tell you are a reminder to myself first and foremost before anybody else. Secondly, there may be some of you that are just starting out, and that you need that little bit of encouragement, that little bit of push, because sometimes you don't get it in your personal life. You're not getting it, especially if you're venturing out into this world of digital marketing and trying to build an online business. It can become challenging, especially if you're not getting results. It gets disheartening, very negative and demoralizing. So sometimes it's nice just after people just to give you that edge and just give you that motivation and believe in you. Okay, so every single one of you, I believe, even for today's session, has the ability now. You've got all the tools and resources at your disposal, and there are no excuses. The only excuse really comes down to you. Okay, if you want to make an excuse, that's completely fine, because you're on your own journey. I'm not going to say anything. However, if you're truly looking for results, then it just takes some level of action, which I would suggest you take. Okay, I don't care if it's 5 minutes, if it's 10 minutes, half an hour. It's just take some level of action, but do that every single day to build up consistency. Okay, because when you take that consistency, let's just say if you take some level of action for at least 21 days, then you'll build up a brand new habit, and then you will see there's no such thing as luck. It's just bloody hard work. Okay, so just take one step at a time, and let's get this party moving. So let's put the link up on there. Okay, the community group, so live sessions, giveaways, and product related discussions, advice. It's Facebook groups, Paul Pono Official, and also alternatively you can come into the members area and see that. So Marcy, thank you very much. Got Reed, thank you. And also, can you create Humba? Okay, thank you, Alan. And so can we have a storybook character and realistic human talking together in the same scene on a video? So you can't create a video like that yet in the application. However, having said that, it may be something we can add to the roadmap. Okay, So if you go to last week's session, the resource document, there is a roadmap that's been available, and we could possibly add that. However, having said that, there's nothing stopping anybody from post-production, like I showed you, things like Camtasia, or if you're, I'm not sure about Video Express, we can have a look at that later. But there's nothing stopping you of creating those post-production, okay, of creating those scenes with multiple characters. That is something 100% you can do. So yeah, 21 days is time to change into a new transformation. So I would definitely be interested about entertaining the idea of making maybe a demo style videos about this right here, okay, or maybe a human /AI human style video. That would be interesting. Okay, yeah, that would be fantastic on the roadmap. So if you go to the let's go to the tutorial section. If I go right to the end, let's have a look. So this is where you could find it. So please don't ever think that if there's not something there, can it be added? It's not going to be added now. Just put it on the roadmap, and they obviously will definitely look at it. So it's let's have a look. Okay, it's not on that one. So let's go to the previous one. Maybe it's here. Prompt example, no. So the roadmap, it might have been the one before that. So 1, 2, 3. Let's have a look. Okay. So we'll definitely get that added because I know it's somewhere around here somewhere. Let's look at that. Talking road. Aha, I know where it is. I have found it. We'll make sure this is added anyway. But check this out. It's called roadmap.talkingphotos.ai. Okay. So the team, I hope, if they are available, that we will put that in there. Okay. Oh, brilliant. All right. Yep, it's already there. Talking Photos roadmap.talkingphotos.ai. Okay. So this is a great place. It just keeps the whole ability of seeing what members are looking for. And if I'm honest, this just helps us enhance the application for every single one of you. Okay. So you can always, make suggestions and add this, and these things can always be added. So hopefully that answers your question. So they will be reviewed, and then we can go ahead with that. So some really, really great stuff I can see already. Like, look, this is something that we already saw. Speech pauses. When adding text to speech, I would like to add a pause. Yep, that's definitely some really good feedback. And these are things that we can obviously do post-production. So apart from that, I know we've gone over now. We've hit 2 hours. Wow. So yes, please add this feature request to the roadmap. We are implementing new features based on their popularity. So definitely do it. So apart from that, everybody, I guess we will now draw to a conclusion. So thank you very much for every single one of you. If you want to put any last closing words into the chat box, if you've enjoyed today's session, please let us know now. And we will conclude today's session. So I don't want to go over, because then it does become a little bit draining for every single one of you, and it becomes information overload. And that's one key thing I know we try to avoid, because that's the feedback. Because sometimes when it goes on, it can go on for so long, and then you kind of lose the real clarity of the information that was given. So everybody, let me know in the chat box, have you enjoyed today's session? And we shall conclude today's session. Okay. So don't be shy. If you put your comment, I'll make sure it goes up on the screen. It'd be nice. So, hey, Janica, Ali and Paul, have a great rest of the week. Looking forward to next week. Great training. Sham, thank you, Ali. Really enjoyed and learned in this session. Fantastic. That's the main thing. Thank you very much, Andrew. Thank you so much, Ali and Paul and Sid, and everyone behind the scenes. And yes, from Sid and Paul and the team, everyone does say we appreciate you for joining today's Talking Photos AI live session. Stay tuned for more live training sessions. Enjoy creating with Talking Photos AI. So just please also make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. That's first and foremost, and hit the notification bell, so anytime any training goes live, you will be notified first and foremost. Okay, so thank you, Ulrich. Thank you, Billiam, for your valuable knowledge and what you give us in training. Thank you very much. Thank you, Gracias, Ali, and Paul and Sid. Thank you so much for your time again. Thank you as well for your time. How do you get in touch for yourselves? How to create X, Y, Z? So Robert, yeah, just reach out to support at Talking Photos AI. Appreciate your trainings. Thank you, Ali and Paul and Sid. Thanks a lot for the ongoing training. Thank you. When's the training? The next session will be next Wednesday, just like today at the same time. Okay, thanks for all you do. So every single one of you, first of all, I want every single one of you to give yourself a pat on the back for you turning up. Okay, this, believe it or not, it goes a very long way. Okay, just turning up, it just shows, you know, your determination of moving forward with this. So on bonuses, just remember talkingphotos.ai/review. If you could kindly just go and leave a nice review, that would be amazing for the application. And yes, so apart from that, everybody, every single one of you, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. So please, anything that you need help with, anything technical, guidance, assistance, please do not hesitate to contact support at talkingphotos.ai no, talking support at talkingphotos.ai. Okay. Alternatively, if you're watching this for the very first time, and you've just come across this, you don't actually have access to the application. Okay. It is talkingphotos.ai/go. So I don't know if the team can put that in the comment section for those that might not have access to this application. I'm just going to put it out there because I know there were some questions that some people are like, wow, I don't even know. I don't even have a link to this. Where is this? I haven't mentioned it. This is not a webinar sales call. It's just a link for those that might be interested, that do want to watch this, have seen it, and think this is something that would benefit them and their business, or as them as an individual. I know we've got Christmas coming up, all these promotional periods. This would be a brilliant tool that you could use. So I'm pretty sure the team will place that in the comment section for those that might not have access to it. There you go. Put it on the screen, talkingphotos.ai/go. So anyone that's curious, that wants to go and thinks this will be a benefit to you, I would stress to check it out. Remember, you do have a 14-day free trial. Okay, there's a 14-day free trial, and there's so much that's included in there. So test it out, and you got money back guarantee anyway. So you got literally nothing to lose. Alongside that, some of the other things that I did mention, ClickSites AI. If you do check that out, especially if you're going to build, if you don't have this already, you can create that website in conjunction with creating your portfolio. I think that will be another great addition that you can do, and it doesn't stop you from creating multiple different websites for different industries, different niches, within creating different videos for those niches with multiple websites. And I'll take a breath there. Okay, and then you've got things like Video Express that will actually help, and Artistly if you want to do background removal, make those thumbnails, etc. And those are just they are there for you to actually go and explore and see if they meet your fit. Okay, they've also got training just like we've done. They've got loads of master classes. Okay, another recap, you've got roadmap.talkingphotos.ai, etc. So thank you every single one of you. God bless you, and thank you very much for your time. So apart from that, I will now humbly bow out. Okay, so apart from that, everybody, take care and speak to you soon. Until next week. Okay, take care. Bye-bye. Unless have I forgotten anything? Let me just double check. No, I think we're good. All right. Oh, and make sure you hit the thumbs up, okay, and put a nice juicy comment and say how amazing these trainings are, and that everybody, and share the YouTube channel, okay, Paul Ponner's YouTube channel, and tell all your friends about it and say, you know what, they're missing out on something huge. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.